Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have our second Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars figure, and it is Piccolo, the Cape version. We've already done the Frieza figure from the set, and we have him here. It was the first form. I can say this is probably one of my favorite figures, just in terms of the amount of detail that goes into it. And then for me, I've done a lot of unboxings with the old classic Irwin figures, and so seeing the amount of detail in a figure like this compared to some of those old classic ones, it just makes this that much more impressive. So we have this one, which we've already unboxed. I have this video on the channel, and then I'm also going to do a comparison of this new figure to the Piccolo Android Saga Irwin figure from the early 2000s, just so we can see what some of the major differences are. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box, and then we'll see what we've got. So just real quick, here we've got Piccolo Cape version, we've got the figure, we've got the different hands. One neat thing here is it looks like we've got the special beam cannon hand, so we can put that on him. And then on the back, we just have some of the other figures in this set. We've got Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the figure we're doing now. This one I probably want to try to get really soon, the Super Saiyan Gohan with the cape. That looks cool. There's Krillin and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So just right off the bat, this Krillin looks kind of interesting. I need to find a video of an unboxing of this and see if I like that figure. Doesn't quite look like Krillin, almost looks like a shorter TN. So I'll just have to look at another video of that figure and then decide whether or not I want to get that for myself. If there are any of these from this series that you guys want to see, just definitely leave a comment down below and I'm happy to get them. So here on the side, we've got this picture of Piccolo. Looks really cool. And then nothing on the side. So let's go ahead and cut this tape and then see what we've got going on with this figure. Let's get that knife out of the way. And these boxes are really nice. You get that nice matte finish feel. And then behind the Piccolo, we've got the blue background. When we did the Frieza figure, I believe it was a purplish background. So it always kind of goes with the character. We'll set the box off to the side. And then let's go ahead and get him out. So let's see. Just 1 second. They've got his cape pulled through the back here, so we kind of got to get that out first before we can pull the whole thing out. There we go. So let's go ahead and set that down. Get this box piece out of the way. And then these hands, I might swap a couple of these when I do the picture for the cover photo for the video, but I'm not going to spend too much time with that now. But just so you can see up close, these are the other hand options that he has. So that's the one that looks like the special beam cannon, which is a nice touch. And then here is the figure up close. So you can just tell immediately his face just looks really, really good. They did a great job with this. You can automatically tell that's Piccolo. When you hold him like this, his cape kind of comes up, and I don't think this cape comes off. I'm not sure. If somebody knows, leave a comment down below. I'll check after the video. But I know when I did this Irwin one, I almost ripped his head off thinking the cape was going to come off. But this one, I'm almost certain that it probably does. Even his head looks like it may. So let me check on that, and then when I do the next figure, it'll be a Gohan. I'll revisit that. But if you guys know, just let me know down in the comments. And then here with his legs, so he turns at the waist. His arm, both of his arms, they go up and down. They bend at the elbow. His wrists do move, you can turn them. His arm also comes up like this. And you can see one detail I like on this figure is on his shoulder, they got that pink piece, whereas on this old Irwin figure, they left that green. So little details like that I appreciate in these figures. And then here on his legs, his leg comes up. It also turns out this way, bends at the knee, and then his ankle also moves up and down. And then same thing here. And then you can kind of lock these joints in a little bit. I learned that with the Frieza figure, and it makes it easier to stand it up. And then from the back here we have the cape. You can see all the lines. The cape doesn't move. And then let me just see if I can lock this in. I'll put this guy here so we can do a comparison. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna pull him off the camera. So just gonna lock in these leg joints and kind of set up his arms. And then one thing you can do with his head as well, you can see here his head does move up and down, so if you lift his head up, it sticks out more over the cape. And so there's the figure from the front, another nice detail. They also have the pink right there around his ankle. So we'll go ahead and set him down and then just do kind of a quick comparison of that one next to this one. So immediately, as far as articulation, this one doesn't rotate at the waist. He doesn't bend at the elbow, his wrists don't turn, his arms just come up. Everything is pretty firm there. They do come out on the side. His leg comes up and bends, and his cape has this nice kind of wavy detail, but you can tell even in this new one, they definitely put that nice kind of detail in the lines in the cape. Between the two capes, I'd say this one is probably the one I prefer. More just looks really cool on this figure, how it blows in the wind. But this one, if you want to have all that movement, and whether or not you can actually take the cape off of him, I'm not sure about that part, but the cape does move quite a bit to give you the flexibility in terms of posing the figure. So let me go ahead and set him down, and we'll get a pose kind of set up. And that's the one tough thing with these, is I've never opened these before, and so in terms of posing, it's just something I really need to figure out off camera, so I'm not wasting your guys' time. But really quickly, you can see here in his knee just how much of a bend there is and how much articulation you get with the figures. So we'll go ahead and set him down. Let me just make sure that that looks at least pretty good. So kind of set his hands out. So, you know, kind of got him posed, I'm thinking, when he's fighting First Form Cell and he just fused with Kami. And then you guys will kind of see Piccolo in the battle stance, ready to fight. Let's see if I can tilt his head up anymore. Get the camera down. And so you can see just a great figure. Great color, tons of articulation. And then when you just compare it to the classic early 2000s, even the tone of the green on the skin, I think is better on the new figure. And then that dark purple here on top of this headpiece looks better on the new figure. In terms of height, the new one is definitely taller. It may not look like it's much taller because the knees are bent, but it is actually a much taller figure. And then if we put that one next to the Frieza, you do notice a height difference. Again, the Piccolo has his knees bent, so he does look a little bit shorter. But in terms of height comparison in the show, this actually wouldn't be that bad if you stood him up completely tall and put him next to the Frieza figure. So move Frieza out of the way. Let's go ahead and turn Piccolo so you can see the cape in the back, and you can see him from the side. And so that's our second figure from the Dragon Star series. The next one that we do will be a Jack-specific Mystic Gohan, the battle damage version, and I should have that in tomorrow, so that video will be up later this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. If there are any other figures you'd like to see from Dragon Ball Z or any other show, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.